Hey guys, welcome to Ben Ward Music. I'm going to be sharing just a little bit today about fear and about overcoming fear in our life. And this is related to a song that I sang recently on my channel called No Longer Slaves by Jonathan David and Melissa Helster on the new Bethel Music album. And this is such an amazing song, and I will put a link to it so you can go watch it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy my version, I'm sure you'll enjoy their version. But today I just wanted to share just a couple of minutes on overcoming fear. And, in my own life, that has been a huge thing. I grew up scared of many things for whatever reason. And, fears are illogical. They don't necessarily just come because there's a reason. Sometimes there is a very valid reason. Sometimes people are afraid of heights because they fell one time or they did this. But then there's another part of, I'm completely safe. I'm in an elevator, and there's no reason that I should be afraid, but I'm afraid. Or I'm afraid of the dark, and I don't know why I'm afraid of the dark. There's no reason. I'm a grown person, and clearly I know what's in this room, and there's nothing that can harm me in any way. But yet I'm still afraid of that. And that was really my story growing up. When I was young, I was kind of in college. I was afraid of the dark in one respect, which is kind of weird to admit. But I'm going to admit it to you today. Because it was a manifestation of other things going on in my life, more serious things. Like I was afraid to be open and honest. Like Olivia, if you know my wife Olivia, if you watch some of my other channels, or if you know, my wife's name is Olivia, and we were in a relationship and we were still dating, but I was so afraid to share my real feelings with her. Even just not even really heavy stuff, but just normal stuff. I was just afraid that some crazy reason, and in her case, it was so illogical because there was nothing I could say that would make her not love me or not want to be with me. I mean, we were well on our way to getting married at that point, and it was just illogical, but there was something preventing me from doing that, and it just went way back, and it just made no sense at all. And I don't know about you, but in our lives, fear is like that. It is just crazy how it just drives us and controls us. And I love one of the descriptions I've heard of fear in a song before. It's like, I'm frozen solid in the ground. Like, I can't move anyway because I'm scared to go this way, because if I go this way, this and this and this and this might happen. I'm scared to go back because you can't go back, and in the past is not possible to go backwards in some way. And the only thing I do is just stay right here. If I don't make a decision, that won't happen. And I can't go back. So I'm just going to stay right here. I'm frozen. I'm just like a popsicle, just frozen. And that's a crazy way to live. It stops your relationships, new relationships from happening. It stops current relationships from going forward. It keeps you from doing big things, dreams that you might have. You may have a great idea, a business idea, or just an idea for maybe you're at church and you want to do music or you want to do this. You can't do it because you're afraid to go forward. You're afraid of what might happen. Well, what if I fail? Well, you know what? It might happen. Nothing to be afraid of, nothing at all. You know what? It might happen. You might fail, but that's okay. You got to keep going. You got to face that fear. The great thing is that the scripture, it gives us two amazing verses. And when I say two, I mean like lots and lots and lots, but I'm going to talk about two today that just will give you power, will give power from the Lord. It's promises from the Lord about fear. And the first is in 1 Timothy, it says, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind. And there's lots of different translations and all that kind of stuff, and they all have a little bit subtle difference in meaning. But today, I just want you to focus. God did not give you a spirit of fear, did not give me a spirit of fear, but of love, that we can love people, that we can go forward, that we can actually be vulnerable with people. We can actually share our true selves with them rather than shielding and guarding all the time. But he gave us love and power. Another translation said, God did not give us a spirit of timidity. It actually can sometimes mean the same thing as fear. I don't have to be timid. I can be bold about my faith. I can be bold about living in love. I can be bold about being with other people and being who you really are, not ashamed, all of these things. And then there's another verse which I love so very much in 1 John, and it says, perfect love casts out all fear. And, sometimes we're like, let's just get rid of the fear. Everything will be great. My life will be perfect. I won't be afraid to do anything. But, we need to fill that space with something different, something more. You can't just leave an empty space. The Bible talks about that in another place. You can't leave an empty space. You need to fill that with something, and you need to fill that with love. And the Bible's talking about imperfect love, because no one has perfect love except God. And it says the Father of lights gives us perfect gifts, good and perfect gifts. All of these things in 1 John is so amazing. But he says perfect love, God's love casts out all fear. So the more you're filled with God's love, the more the fear is gone. So sometimes I think it's not the best tack. It's not the best strategy to focus on the fear. I'm going to face down fear. I'm going to just stare it in the eyes until it goes away. You're not going to win a staring contest with fear. Okay? But as you begin to focus on God, as you begin to focus on the Father, perfect love will fill you, and that fear will be gone. Perfect love casts out all fear. God did not give us a spirit of power. We could go on and on. Every time an angel appears to someone, what's the first thing they say? They say, do not be afraid. And really, in my own life, as I was talking about at the beginning, that was a powerful thing in me being delivered from fear. When we say that, it's a real simple way of saying set free, of taken out, of delivered, right? Get out of there. The fear is gone. All those terrors. I use that word. It's a powerful word. I'm a songwriter, you know. All of these things gone. Perfect love casts out all fear. And the more I'm filled with perfect love, the less fear there is. So I just want to encourage you guys, go check out that song. I would love for you to let me know what you think of it. Let me know in the comments here what you think about this. Does this speak to you? Is this something that you struggle with? And what is it? What is it that has helped you to overcome fear? And if you're in the process, listen, we're all in process. Then just let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching Ben Ward Music today. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.